The Supreme Court has said that expressions of frustration are protected speech. And therefore, although we differ, Ms. Joey and I, on the approach to the problem, we agree on the solution.
Ang ano ko lang, bilang isang dating tauhan ng gobyerno, huwag lang sana tayong magpakita ng anumang kagaspangan para hindi tayo napapansin ng publiko. Kikita ng publiko yung hindi naaayon na kilos ng isang public official, talagang makikita po tayo. At yun papapansin ng publiko. Huwag naman sana tayong masasaktan.
Yun ang tinutukoy mo, Mr. Chair.
Your Honor, yun pong mga gumagawa ng kagaspangan, yun po yun.
Sino nga yung tinutukoy mo?
Aba, hindi ko po alam. Siguro po, maaaring kayo po, Your Honor, mawalang galang na po, nasa inyo po yun kung sino po yung mapapatungkulan nun.
Mr. Chair.
Ito po, bilang isang dating tauhan ng gobyerno, nagiging maingat dapat ang isang tauhan ng gobyerno kapag siya ay nanunungkulan. Katulad ng pagnanakaw, pag-aabuso sa tungkulin, pagmamalabis. Yan po yung isa sa mga dapat na tinitingnan natin. At kung tayo man ay tauhan ng gobyerno, dapat ginagampanan natin ng buong husay, buong giting. Tulad ng mga alagad ng batas, handang ialay ang sarili niyang buhay para lamang doon sa sinumpaang tungkulin. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, tama yung binanggit ni Mr. Morales tama Pero ang tinatanong ko sa'yo, nag-a-agree ka ba sa sinabi ni Miss Cruz?
Saang particular, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman?
Hindi ka pa na nakikinig sa akin Bira naman buhay ito.
Pagpaumanhin niyo po, Your Honor, at nangati po yung aking binti, maaring hindi ko po
wala kang
napansin.
karapatang magsalita kung hindi mo narinig lahat ang mga sinabi.
Iyon pong narinig ko.
Very clear
Meron po akong narinig.
Very clear, Mr. Chair, ang sinabi ko. Kanina, pinag-uusapan natin yung lahat ng mga binanggit ni Miss Cruz. And I'm asking you now, kayong mga vlogger, mga objective naman kayo, di ba? Ano ang palagay nyo rito? Palagay nyo ba na itong malicious, ulitin ko para malaman mo, itong malicious, profanities, at insults, accusation na ibinigay po ni Miss Cruz, ay kasama po yan sa tinatawag nating protected discourse o kaya naman healthy discourse or freedom of expression.
Yun po pinoprotektahan ng batas. Ito po yung pong opinion o saloobin ng isang mamamayang Pilipino patungkol doon po sa pagkukulang ng isang public officer. Yun po hindi pinoprotektahan ng batas. Ito po yung pag-iingganyo ng paggawa ng illegal o labag sa batas.
Yung pagkukulang, Mr. Chair, kung walang ginawang illegal, may karapatan ba siya?
Kung walang ginawang illegal, Your Honor, depende po Depende po sa napapansin at kung po sa nagbibigay ng opinion.
Miss Joey, meron po ba akong ginawang illegal? Meron po ba?
Nothing that I said in
Yun, wala akong ginawang illegal. Meron ba akong ginawang immoral?
there are things that I may not agree.
You may not agree, that's fine with me. Pero ang tinatanong ko, meron ba akong ginawang immoral? I agree that there are some things that you do not agree. Okay lang yun sa akin, di ba? Pero wala akong ginawang immoral o illegal. You said that yourself. So therefore, anong ibig sabihin ng profanities, insults, and malicious accusations you gave to me? Yun ang tinatanong ko.
May I answer, Your Honor?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, Your Honor, I would just like to take exception once again that I never agreed to anything, any statement that is malicious as part of freedom of speech. It's not. What I said are not malicious. Those are observation on my end. And the profanity is part of part of my expression of discontentment, disgust, because my expectation for a public officer is
Therefore,
not
Mr. Chair, when you're saying that a public official who is not doing anything illegal or immoral, and you said something malicious insult and profanities.
Again,
That is your observation. And you have the right to say that.
Again, Mr. Chair, I am taking exception on the malicious statement. My statements are not malicious because my statements are always pertaining to the exercise of the public duty of the officer I am responding
So
to.
therefore, when you said gago, that is not malicious.
That is not malicious, Mr. Chair.
Okay. That is not malicious, ha?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oo. Pero ako, Miss Cruz, kahit kailan, hindi naman kita kilala, hindi ko alam ang ginagawa mo, wala akong karapatang tawagin kitang gago.
And I respect your opinion, Mr. Chair.
Not my opinion. That is my belief.
I
Iba yung
respect your
opinion,
belief.
iba yung belief. Okay. I'd like to ask the other vlogger if they agree with Miss Joey on that.
Una po, I agree po na this is not malicious kasi na-establish na po na hindi po namin kayo kilala personally. And kung sabihin namin mahal namin kayo, it is because of your work, public official. Hindi po ibig sabihin mahal po namin kayo bilang kung ano pa man, malisyoso. And when we say we don't like what you are doing, it is also not malicious. It pertains to your job as a government official. So I think magkaiba din po kasi yung sukatan sa public official and also private citizen. So I think it's important for us to understand the difference of and the limitation doon sa public official and sa private citizen. And I agree po. Lahat po ng sinasabi namin sa inyo, because we don't know you personally, are not malicious. It's not personal. It's about your job lang po.
Ayan, kilala ako ni Congressman Glenn. Kaibigan ko yan. I'm not onion skin. Ang ibinabagit lamang natin dito is how do we limit this? How do we regulate this? Yun ang aming inaanong batas. How do we regulate this kind of statements? Na masyadong personal to eh. Diba? Hindi ko na nga pinapansin eh. Oo. Kung hindi lang binigay sa akin itong mga bagay na sinabi eh, makikita ko ba to? Hindi ko nakita to eh, Miss Joey Cruz eh. I don't even care about that anymore. Hindi ako apektado dito eh. Di ba? And the thing is this, kayo makakatulong sa amin for us to be able to craft a better legislation to what? To tell you that the freedom of expression is not absolute. Yun ang nais naming sabihin dito. So, yung the rest of the vloggers, if, yes, Attorney Glenn, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. While we recognize the plenary power of speech or expression, I would just like also to exhort the members of Congress, the honorable members of Congress, to remember that the exercise of free speech, public officials should not be onion-skinned. I know hindi po kayo onion-skinned, Congressman Honorable Abante. Public officials should not be onion-skinned, and that free speech serves as a scalpel that removes the abscesses of officialdom. I quote the jurisprudence. It's a landmark decision of the Supreme Court. So we have to make a tight balance between limiting the freedom of speech and of course, when it comes to public acts of public officials. Yun na po, Mr. Chair.
May we hear the others, Mr. Chair?
Be that as it may, Mr. Chair, kung yung pong mga binanggit niya ay nakapatungkol po sa official function, then it is warranted. If it pertains to the personal po na buhay, then it is unwarranted. Naiintindihan po namin yung predicament, Mr. Chair, ng mga congressman natin, ng mga public official natin na talagang nasa scrutiny ng taong bayan. Pero hinihingi rin po ng taong bayan, lalong-lalo na ng mga manggagawa, ang pag-intindi po ng ating mga congressmen doon sa kung ano yung nararamdaman at ano yung pakiramdam, emosyon ng mga tao patungkol doon sa function po ng ating mga public official. I believe yung mga binanggit po ni Miss Joey, it is part of protected speech. And I think doon po pwede tayong magkaisa. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Meron pa. Yes, Miss,
Mr. Chair, creators, nasa public eye din po kami, gaya po ninyo. So, whatever content or opinions that we also post online, nakaka-receive din po kami ng mga gaya ninyo na masasakit na salita. Kaya naiintindihan po namin kung saan din kayo nanggagaling. However, ang difference lang po natin, ang atake sa amin personal, ang atake po sa inyo, on your official function. Ngayon, ang masasabi ko lang po siguro pagdating sa bagay na yan, kami po, pinapabayaan po namin yung mga haters namin at saka bashers to air out what they think and feel about what we say. Hindi ko naman din po sinasabi na dapat ganun din po kayo. It so happen lang that sa inyo po, pagdating sa mga nasasabi nyo po, sa mga press briefing nyo po, sa press con nyo, or even sa mga pinapublish sa news, ang sa aming mga content creator, naka-anchor kami lagi kung ano lang po ang nasasabi ninyo.
Mr. Chair, Miss Batalya,
Yes, po.
gusto ko lang pong banggitin din, no? Alam mo, natanggap ko itong mga bagay na ito since Quadcom days, eh. Hindi ako binabas ng sino man bago ang Quadcom. Bakit kaya? Di ba?
Chair, if I
I mean,
may
hindi ako nababas, eh. Oo, ngayon lang talaga. Hindi ko alam kung bakit, eh. Oo, yun ang gusto kong sabihin sana sa inyo. Diba? Yes,
Manuel Mata po. Mr. Chair,
Mr. Mata, yes.
that is exactly the point kung bakit hindi po tayo nakafocus dapat dun sa mga protected naman na speeches ng mga tao. But the reason of frustration, ano po yung context bakit po nasabi yun ni Miss Cruz? Para alam po natin kung bakit siya na-frustrate, bakit nga po nasabi yun, and yun po yung masolusyonan natin. I think dun po sana tayo nakafocus, and I think yun yung rason kung bakit sinasabi ng batas natin na dapat hindi onion skinned yung mga government official para nakafocus tayo doon sa totoong problema and cause of frustration ng mga tao.
Mr. Chair, sinabi ko na hindi ako onion skin, di ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. The fact that you are here talking with us with this kind of respect is, I agree.
Kaya Mr. Chair, hindi ko talaga, since the time na yung Quadcom, hindi ako nagsalita ng anuman sa inyo o nag-vlog sa akin. Miss Joey, hindi ka nakarinig sa akin anuman salita, di ba? Miss Joey, you have never heard me say anything against you or about you. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair, we do not know each other personally.
Ayun. And then, ganito. I have never said anything about you nor anything that you have said against me. Am I right?
Sorry, Mr. Chair.
I have never said anything about you or anything against you, even if you said something against me. Am I right?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Yun ang gusto kong sabihin sa inyo. I'd like to give way to my good friend.
Before I recognize, dapat maintindihan po natin yung mga tao na because of their frustration ay nakapagsasabi po ng hindi tama. Gusto ko lang sabihin na yung frustrations wouldn't give you the right to violate the law. Hindi po nakapagbibigay ng karapatan sa isang tao na mag-violate ng law because of his frustrations. Because there are avenues, legal or provided by law, para ma-express nyo yung frustrations ninyo. That is precisely the reason why the freedom of expression is not absolute. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
No, no,
So you're
Mr.
not a
Chair.
registered voter in the District of Honorable Abante.
No, Mr. Chair.
And as you have said earlier, you do not know him personally.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And he does not know you personally.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
So, bakit na nyo naisip na atakihin si Honorable Abante? Just curious.
Because the action is not really limited. The performance and the performance of Congressman Abante being part of several committees that affects national issues.
But why are
I
you
got to know
interested
him.
particularly, specifically to Mr. Honorable Abante, considering that you are not a voter of Honorable Abante? Ano pong interest ninyo?
The issues that he tackles in his committee memberships and chairmanships are issues that are affecting the Philippines at large.
So in short, you have something against him because you have singled him out. There are 314 congressmen here, pero mukhang paborito mo si Honorable Abante.
That is incorrect because there are other congressmen that I give my observations to, and it's not limited to Honorable Congressman Abante. So he's not singled out, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, plugin Congressman Abante, okay yan. I do not like Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I don't agree with Congressman Abante. That's fine. Pero yung tatawagin mo kung gago at isasampal mo sa... Teka. Gusto ko nang tanungin. Ha? Gusto kong malaman, ano ba isasampal mo sa akin? Sinabi mo eh. Ha? Isasampal ko ito sa bumukha mo. So, klaro nga sa committee ito kung ano yung isasampal mo sa pagmumukha ko?
Like I said earlier, Mr. Chair, I would like to know when that was posted. And perhaps, it's very likely, Mr. Chair,
That was posted on YouTube.
Mr. Chair, it's very likely, Mr. Chair, that I said something like that.
We are
That's
checking it now.
Very likely, the one that is going to be slapped on your face is, it's very likely that
Oo
you're
eh,
referring
yung
to
nga eh.
facts.
Oo nga,
It's very likely
Mr.
to
Chair,
facts.
talagang hindi ko akalain, sasabihin niya sa akin to kung ang, Mr. Chair, kung ang misis ko magsasabi niyan, tanggap ko yan. Pero si Miss Joey, hindi ko naman po siya kilala talaga eh. Ito pa, may sasabihin ako sa inyo. Gusto ko lang. Ganito, let's just be very careful. Okay lang po sa akin. Sabihin mo sa akin, I hate Congressman Abante. I don't like him. I don't agree with him. Fine. Pero yung babanggitin mo dito, gago ako, isasampal ko ito sa pagmumukha mo, I'm going to be FUC prepared. Ay nako, palagay ko, very irritant yon sa pinagsabihan mo. Tama ba ako, Mr. Joey Cruz?
May I respond, Mr. Chair?
Sige.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I understand that it may come across as something that you may not feel comfortable with what I said and things like that. And again, if you feel that you are aggrieved with what I said, I will welcome any action remedies from your end.
No, the thing...
On the other hand, Mr. Chair,
You would
while
welcome what? You would welcome what?
Any remedy that you may seek, Mr. Chair.
Any
against
legal
me.
action? Is that what you're saying?
That is
Mr.
correct.
Chair?
Any remedy, not limited to legal action.
No,
Mr. Chair.
I'm not going to resort to any legal action anymore. Bakit? Magbabayad ka pa ng abogado mo. Maglilitis pa tayo ng matagal na panahon. You do not want that to happen to you, am I right? Huwag mo
Yes,
sabihin
Mr.
sa akin that you welcome any legal action.
If you, because you enumerated the
Hindi na.
elements of
Oo.
just vexation,
Siguro,
Mr. Chair.
ang pinakamagandang sabihin mo sa akin because I'm annoyed, mag-apologize ka sa akin. Kapag sinabi mo ito, hindi ba? Ngayon, kung ayaw
May
mo,
I
okay lang sa
respond?
akin. Ayaw mo, okay lang. Walang problema doon, Mr. Chair. Walang problema
We can
doon,
agree
ha?
on that, Mr. Chair.
Basta makikita nyo na lang na we are going to craft legislation that would actually regulate what our bloggers is trying to say. Let me ask our DOJ people, ano ba ang palagay nyo? Sinabi ni Miss Joey Cruz. Nandiyan ba't po ng DOJ?
Mr. Chair, under the revised penal code and on RA 10175 on online libel.
Alright. Salamat po. Can the NBI also say something about that? Mr. Chair?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Your Honor, for purposes of discussion, we have what we call the doctrine of means that every discreditable imputation publicly made is deemed false because every man is presumed innocent until his guilt is judicially proved, and every false imputation is deemed malicious. So under this doctrine, as a general rule, when the discreditable imputation is directed against a public person in his public capacity, it is not necessarily actionable. What we are talking here is whether or not it is actionable or not actionable. But as an exemption, if the discreditable imputation to a public official is either a false allegation of fact or a comment based on false supposition, it is actionable. So dito po sa doctrine na to, it's up to the person being attacked whether he wants to file a complaint or not. If he wants to file a complaint, then evidence must be submitted in order for the prosecutors to assess the evidence as well as the court kung sasampa man dito sa korte.
Thank you, Mr. NBI, I'd like to also say, sapagkat marami ring bashing ang binigay ni Ms. Cruz. Huwag ka na mag-file ng libel suit sa akin. Wala naman akong sinabing masama sa iyo.
Yeah, we agreed. We did not say anything personally on each other.
Okay. Well, in your numerous blogs, Ms. Cruz, you criticize